Hello and welcome. As you step into the world of Zakopane, you will feel the gentle embrace of winter wrap around you, drawing you into its magical world. Nestled in the heart of the Tatras Mountains, Zakopane is a place where winter's beauty unfolds at every corner, and where adventure, culture, and tranquility meet in perfect harmony. Often referred to as the winter capital of Poland, Zakopane is a town that lives and breathes the spirit of winter, offering an experience unlike any other. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a small town where the streets are dusted with snow, the crisp air brushes against your cheeks, and towering snow-capped peaks frame the sky. This is Zakopane, a place where winter doesn't just arrive, it takes over. Here, the season is not just a time of year, it is a lifestyle. Whether you are seeking the thrill of skiing down the slopes, the peace of wandering through a winter wonderland, or the warmth of a cozy mountain cabin, Zakopane promises to deliver everything that the perfect winter escape could offer. Zakopane is a place that blends stunning natural landscapes with deep-rooted traditions, where the old and the new coexist effortlessly. You will find yourself drawn to its ancient wooden buildings, their sloping roofs heavy with snow, each corner a testament to the town's cultural heritage. The vibrant street markets, with their intricate handmade crafts and delicious local fare, seem to hum with the stories of generations who have called this place home. And at the same time, the town offers the latest in winter sports and modern comforts, ensuring that there is something here for everyone. But it's not just the sights of Zakopane that will captivate you, it's the feeling. As you wander through the streets, the soft crunch of snow beneath your boots and the sight of the towering Tatra peaks will ignite a sense of awe. The town is surrounded by an idyllic blanket of snow that creates a peaceful, almost surreal atmosphere. As the winter sun glistens off the ice, you'll find that Zakopane has a way of making the cold feel warm, the days feel endless, and the adventures feel unforgettable. In this journey, you are invited to step into a world where winter is not something to endure, but something to embrace. From the world-renowned ski resorts to the hidden gems of local culture, from the cozy cabins offering refuge from the cold to the streets alive with the buzz of the season, Zakopane has a magic that is impossible to resist. As you explore the heart of Zakopane, allow yourself to be swept away by its winter charm. Feel the rush of excitement as you ski down the slopes of Kasprowy Wierch, or ride the cable car up to Gubałówka for panoramic views of the snow-covered town below. Take a deep breath and let the crisp mountain air fill your lungs as you stroll through the vibrant winter markets, where the scent of mulled wine and roasted chestnuts beckon you to linger a little longer. As you step into a cozy local tavern, the warmth of the fire and the taste of hearty Polish cuisine will welcome you, reminding you that winter can be just as nourishing as it is beautiful. This is Zakopane, a place where winter's magic is not just a backdrop, but the very essence of the experience. Whether you are here for adventure, relaxation, or cultural discovery, the town offers a unique combination of natural beauty, rich history, and modern thrills that will leave you in awe. So, come with an open heart and a sense of wonder. Let Zakopane's winter charm sweep you off your feet and take you on a journey you'll remember for a lifetime. Now, let's explore this winter wonderland together. From its snow-dusted peaks to its warm, welcoming streets, Zakopane is waiting for you to discover its hidden gems, embrace its traditions, and experience the true magic of winter. Let's begin our adventure. As you gaze upward, the towering peaks of the Tatras Mountains dominate the skyline, their sharp edges softened by the thick, pristine blanket of snow that clings to every rock and crevice. Imagine the camera slowly rising from the snow-covered town of Zakopane, lifting higher and higher until it captures the full grandeur of the mountains surrounding you. The peaks, rising abruptly from the valley, are like nature's mighty sentinels, standing tall and silent beneath the crisp winter sky. You are standing in a place where winter's embrace is absolute, where the earth seems to pause and hold its breath. The snow falls gently in the distance, and everything feels still, as if the mountains themselves are frozen in time. The silence is overwhelming, only interrupted by the occasional whisper of the wind. Here, amidst the grandeur of the Tatras, you begin to appreciate the raw beauty of the landscape. The air is thin and crisp. Each breath you take feels like it fills your lungs with the purest form of life. As you stand in this serene stillness, it's almost as if time has slowed, allowing you to fully absorb the majesty of the landscape around you. The distant peaks, towering above like ancient giants, stand bathed in the soft glow of the fading winter sun, their outlines sharp against the pale blue sky. The white snow seems to stretch endlessly across the horizon, a blank canvas that captures the essence of winter's quiet power. Beneath your feet, the snow is deep and unspoiled, a smooth, untouched surface that has not yet been disturbed. As your boots press into the snow, a gentle crunch echoes in the otherwise still air, the only sound that dares to break the tranquility. You feel small against the vastness of the mountains, but there is no fear. Instead, you are filled with awe, a quiet sense of reverence for the natural world, its rugged beauty, and its peaceful dominance. As you take another step, the world seems to stretch out before you in all directions. In the distance, the valleys between the peaks are blanketed with thick layers of snow, their edges softly rounded by the forces of time and nature. The trees, stripped of their leaves, stand bare, their branches delicately dusted with snow. Every branch, every twig, every flake of snow seems to have its place, adding to the breathtaking stillness that surrounds you. The sun, low in the sky, casts a soft, golden hue over everything, reflecting off the snow and making the landscape glow with an ethereal light. It's a light that gives the mountains a mystical quality, as though they are not just part of the earth, but something otherworldly, ancient, timeless, and eternal. The landscape before you is at once familiar and alien, a world that is both grounding and otherworldly, where you are reminded of the vastness of nature and the fleeting nature of time. In this moment, you realize that the mountains are not just a backdrop to your journey, they are the heart of it. Their presence is overwhelming, their power both humbling and inspiring. The silence that surrounds you feels sacred, as if you are standing in the presence of something much greater than yourself. It's a feeling of quiet reverence, of being part of something larger than the daily concerns of the world below. The Tatras are not just a mountain range. They are a living testament to the strength and resilience of nature, standing tall against the changing seasons, untouched by time, and offering a glimpse into a world that exists in perfect harmony with itself. Here, in this frozen paradise, you are not just a visitor. You are part of a timeless rhythm, a fleeting moment in the eternal dance of winter, snow, and stone. As you continue to stand there, taking in the breathtaking scene before you, the snow begins to fall more heavily, blanketing everything in a fresh layer of white. The mountains, ever constant, remain silent and unmoving, their grandeur unchanged by the falling snow. It is as if they are welcoming the storm, embracing the winter's chill with quiet strength. And in this peaceful, frozen world, you are reminded of the raw beauty and power of nature, a beauty that doesn't need to shout to be seen, but simply exists, waiting for you to notice. You are not just standing in Zakopane anymore. You are standing at the very heart of winter itself, surrounded by the stillness, the serenity, and the power of the Tatras. And in this moment, everything feels perfect, as though the world has paused just for you. Now, imagine yourself walking through the streets of Zakopane, where the world is hushed beneath a layer of snow. The cobblestone paths, dusted with a soft layer of white wind through charming snow-capped houses made from wood, each roof weighed down with freshly fallen snow. The houses seem almost enchanted, standing in quiet defiance against the cold, their windows glowing warmly with light from within. As you walk, you notice how the snow crunches softly beneath your boots. The air is crisp and cold, filling your lungs with the refreshing scent of winter. The town seems alive, but not in the hustle and bustle you might expect. Instead, there's a peacefulness here, a gentle, calming atmosphere that invites you to slow down and savor the moment. The busy sounds of the town are softened by the snow, and everything feels peaceful, serene, and timeless. With every step you take, the world around you feels more like a dream, a scene from a story, where time slows and the worries of the outside world fade away. The cobblestone streets, worn smooth by centuries of footsteps, are now blanketed in the quiet hush of snow. Each house you pass seems to whisper its own quiet story, its wooden beams standing strong against the winter's chill. The roofs, heavy with snow, seem to bow beneath the weight, adding to the quiet majesty of the scene. The chimneys release gentle puffs of smoke into the air, the smell of wood burning mingling with the crisp scent of the snow. As you walk deeper into the heart of Zakopane, the feeling of serenity only intensifies. The town's charm lies in its simplicity, in the way it carries the weight of its history, while embracing the present. The narrow lanes open into small squares where vendors sell hand-woven scarves, carved wooden trinkets, and steaming cups of mulled wine. The markets are quiet, but not lonely, rather. They feel intimate, as if the snow has invited you to take a slow, measured look at the life around you. In the distance, you hear the faint sound of a violin playing from an open window, its melancholic tune weaving through the air. You stop for a moment to listen, the sound blending with the wind as it rustles the snow-covered branches of the nearby trees. The music seems to wrap around you, deepening the sense of calm, as though the very atmosphere of Zakopane is inviting you to surrender to its peaceful embrace. The streets are not crowded, but there is life here, a slow, rhythmic life that moves at the pace of winter itself. People pass by, wrapped in scarves and woolen coats, their breath visible in the cold air. Their footsteps leave brief imprints in the snow, quickly erased by the soft falling flakes, which continue to blanket everything in a fresh layer of white. The quiet is profound, yet comforting, as though the snow has muffled the outside world, allowing you to focus on the beauty of each individual moment. As you turn a corner, you catch sight of a small cafe tucked in the corner of a street. Its windows glow warmly, the light spilling out into the snowy evening. The sound of laughter and quiet conversation drifts from within, a welcome contrast to the stillness of the streets outside. You are drawn inside, stepping into the warmth, where the scent of freshly baked bread and brewing coffee fills the air. Inside, the atmosphere is intimate and cozy, with wooden tables and chairs scattered across the room. The walls are adorned with local artwork, depicting the beauty of the Tatras in winter, and the soft light from the candles creates a golden glow that contrasts beautifully with the crisp blue light outside. You take a seat by the window, watching the snow continue to fall, while the comforting warmth of the cafe embraces you. The flicker of the fire in the hearth adds to the tranquility as you savor your drink, feeling the weight of winter's embrace wash over you. It's moments like these quiet, simple moments that Zakopane offers in abundance. The town doesn't rush. It doesn't demand your attention with grand gestures. Instead, it invites you to slow down, to breathe in the beauty of the world around you, and to immerse yourself in its peaceful rhythm. The snow-covered streets, the glowing windows, the sound of distant music, all of it creates a world where time seems to stand still, and the only thing that matters is the present moment. You leave the cafe, stepping back into the crisp winter air, the night sky above you now deepening into a rich, velvety blue. The snow continues to fall gently, coating the town in its soft, white veil. As you walk through the quiet streets, the world around you feels more magical than before, as if Zakopane itself is inviting you to stay just a little longer, to savor this perfect moment in time. The peace of the town, the beauty of the winter landscape, and the warmth of its people, it all feels like a story you are lucky enough to be part of. A story that will stay with you long after you leave. Stepping further into the surrounding mountainous landscapes, you're met with the untouched beauty of the wilderness. Imagine walking along the narrow paths, each step revealing new views of the mountains, their towering silhouettes etched sharply against the pale sky. The snow beneath your feet sparkles like diamonds as the sunlight reflects off it, creating a world that feels almost magical in its stillness. In the distance, the trees are heavy with snow, their branches bending slightly under the weight, creating a stunning contrast against the pale blue sky. You feel small here, standing in the shadow of these great peaks, but it's a feeling that fills you with awe and wonder rather than fear. It's a place where you can find solace, lost in the beauty of the natural world that surrounds you. The quiet is profound, as if the entire region is holding its breath, waiting for you to take it all in. As you continue your journey along the winding path, the quiet seems to deepen, enveloping you in a cocoon of peace. The only sounds are the soft crunch of snow beneath your boots and the distant whisper of the wind weaving through the trees. The further you venture into the mountains, the more the landscape unfolds in front of you, each turn offering a new vista more breathtaking than the last. The mountain peaks rise higher with every step, their jagged outlines now stark against the sky, their snow-covered slopes glistening under the sun's weak winter rays. The air is cold, but fresh, filled with the scent of pine and snow, an intoxicating mix that feels like the very essence of winter itself. You take a deep breath, feeling the chill of the mountain air fill your lungs, and in that moment, the world feels utterly pure. It's a reminder of how little has changed here, how these mountains have stood for centuries, unyielding and timeless, while the world below continues to spin with its worries and haste. The path you walk is narrow and winding, often hidden beneath a blanket of snow, but it's the kind of path that seems to invite you forward rather than lead you. There's no hurry here. The mountains ask nothing of you, but in return, they offer everything: solitude, beauty, and a sense of connection with the earth itself. Each step along this quiet trail feels like you are being drawn deeper into the heart of the Tatras, further away from the noise of the world and closer to the very soul of nature. As you look around, the trees, heavy with snow, stand like silent sentinels, their branches sagging slightly under the weight of the frost. They create a natural tunnel over the path, their limbs weaving together to form a canopy of white. In places, the snow is so thick that it clings to the trees, creating sculptures of ice and snow that seem to glow in the soft light. The landscape feels like something out of a fairy tale, where every branch, every leaf, and every snowflake has its place in this perfect winter portrait. And then there's the silence. It's not just the absence of sound, but the presence of something deeper, a stillness that feels almost sacred. You realize that the mountains, the snow, the trees, they are all waiting for you to notice them, to acknowledge the quiet beauty that they offer. The world here feels suspended in time, as though this moment could last forever if you choose to remain in it. The outside world seems to have no place here. All that matters is the peace that comes from being part of this timeless landscape. As you continue walking, the path gradually leads you to a small clearing, where the mountains open up before you, their peaks towering high above the valley. The snow stretches endlessly in all directions, the landscape so vast it seems to swallow you whole. In that moment, you realize just how small you are in comparison to the immensity of nature. But instead of feeling insignificant, you feel a sense of awe, of being a part of something far greater than yourself. You pause for a moment to take it all in: the sheer scale of the mountains, the vastness of the snow-covered wilderness, and the overwhelming sense of stillness that fills the air. It's a place where you can lose yourself, not in a way that brings confusion or fear, but in a way that brings clarity and peace. Here, in the heart of the Tatras, you are reminded of nature's power and its ability to soothe the soul. The mountains stand firm, silent, and eternal, their beauty unmatched by anything you have seen before. The quiet of the mountains is not just an absence, it's a presence that fills you, offering a sense of belonging in a world that often feels too fast, too loud, too overwhelming. In the shadow of these great peaks, you realize that the true beauty of the Tatras lies not just in the scenery, but in the way they make you feel small, yet deeply connected to the world around you. And as the snow continues to fall gently around you, you understand that this place, this moment, will remain in your heart forever, a peaceful memory of the raw, untouched beauty of the world. As you continue to wander through the snowy landscape, there is a certain magic in the air. The quiet is not just the absence of noise, but the presence of something deeper, a peace that wraps around you like the snow itself. You can feel the cold, but it's not harsh. It's an invigorating cold, the kind that sharpens your senses and makes the world feel clearer, purer. Here, in this winter wonderland, you are not just observing the scenery, you are becoming a part of it. The mountains, the snow, the silence. They all work together to create an atmosphere that is both calming and awe-inspiring. You are reminded of how small and yet how deeply connected to the earth you are in these moments of stillness, surrounded by the timeless beauty of Zakopane in winter. As you take another step through the snow, it feels as though the landscape is drawing you in, inviting you to surrender to its quiet rhythm. Each footprint you leave behind in the fresh snow seems insignificant in the vastness of it all. Yet, in that moment, it feels like you are creating something permanent, a small but meaningful mark on this endless, frozen world. The snow beneath your boots is soft and powdery, absorbing the sound of your movement, adding to the profound silence that surrounds you. The cold is biting, but it doesn't feel cruel. Instead, it's refreshing, almost cleansing. It sharpens your senses, making everything feel more vivid and alive. The air is crisp. Each breath you take feels like it fills you with clarity, as if the very act of breathing in this pure mountain air is revitalizing your spirit. The chill that nips at your cheeks is not an intrusion. It's a reminder of the beauty of this place, of how it remains untouched and unspoiled by the chaos of the outside world. It's a feeling of purity, of being in a space where everything is raw, real, and unfiltered. Around you, the world feels almost sacred. The mountains rise up like silent guardians, watching over the valley, their snow-capped peaks rising majestically against the pale sky. The trees stand tall and still, their branches heavy with snow, their forms outlined in white against the soft blue of the winter sky. Every corner of the landscape feels like a painting, carefully crafted by nature itself. There's no rush here, no urgency, only the quiet, patient passage of time. As you continue on your journey, the world around you seems to shift with each step you take. The landscape constantly changes, revealing new angles of the mountains, new vistas that take your breath away. The beauty here is not static. It's alive, breathing with you, changing as the light shifts and the snow falls. The path ahead seems to stretch on forever, inviting you to explore further, to delve deeper into the heart of this winter wonderland. But as you walk, you realize it's not just the surroundings that are changing. There's a shift inside you as well. The peace of this place is slowly sinking into your bones, calming the mind and soothing the soul. You feel more present here than you ever have before, as though the world is simply narrowing to this one perfect moment. There is no past, no future, only the now, only the gentle, steady rhythm of your footsteps in the snow and the soft whisper of the wind through the trees. It's as if time itself has slowed down to match the pace of this tranquil, snowy world. The frantic pace of life seems so far away now, as if it belongs to another world entirely. Here, you are no longer rushing to get somewhere. You're not focused on where you're going, but on where you are in this moment, in this place, with the mountains, the snow, the silence. You are becoming a part of the very essence of winter, a living, breathing witness to its beauty. In the distance, the sunlight begins to shift, casting a warm golden hue over the snow-covered landscape. The colors of the world change again, and the mountains seem to glow with a soft, ethereal light. The world feels almost dreamlike now, as though the veil between reality and fantasy is thinner than ever. Everything around you seems perfect, not because it's flawless, but because it's exactly as it should be. The untouched snow, the stillness, The mountains looming in the distance, it all feels as though it's been waiting for you, as if the world has been paused just for you to experience. You stand still for a moment, allowing the beauty of the scene to wash over you. The magic of this place is not just in its grandeur, but in its quiet, its simplicity, its ability to make you feel truly present in the moment. The mountains, the trees, the snow, they've all been here long before you arrived, and they will remain long after you leave. But for now, you are a part of this world, a fleeting visitor in a place that has remained unchanged for centuries. As you continue walking, you feel a sense of calm settle over you. The mountains may be vast, the snow may be endless, but here, in the heart of this winter wonderland, you have found a place that feels like home. A place where time slows, where the world falls away, and where you can simply be connected to nature, connected to yourself, and connected to the quiet magic that fills the air. The journey may be long, but in this moment, there's nowhere else you need to be. As you step onto the ski slopes of Kasprowy Wierch, the excitement begins to build. The snow beneath your skis is perfectly groomed, and the fresh, crisp air fills your lungs with every breath. You feel the rush of adrenaline as you push off, gliding effortlessly down the slope, the wind whipping past your face. The sound of skis cutting through the snow is like a melody, quick and exhilarating. From the top, the view is nothing short of spectacular. The Tatras stretch out before you, their snow-covered peaks creating a dramatic backdrop for your descent. Every turn you make brings you closer to the heart of the mountains, and the sense of freedom is unmatched. As you carve down the slope, the world below seems to fade away, leaving only the pure, unbridled thrill of skiing. Zakopane's reputation as a skiing hub is truly earned here, with its varied terrain offering challenges for skiers of all levels, from beginners to experts. The excitement of the slopes, the crisp mountain air, and the breathtaking scenery come together in perfect harmony. The rush of the descent is unlike anything else, as the wind in your face and the sharpness of the snow beneath your skis keep your senses sharp. Each twist and turn feels like a dance, a perfect balance between control and freedom. As you glide down, the sensation of speed mixed with the serene beauty of the mountains creates an almost surreal experience. You can't help but smile, feeling the exhilarating connection between you and the landscape. The snow-covered peaks of the Tatras seem to rise higher with every turn, their jagged outlines standing in sharp contrast to the soft, smooth snow beneath you. The world around you is vast and awe-inspiring, yet in this moment, you feel entirely present, wholly immersed in the thrill of skiing. The sense of weightlessness as you carve through the snow is liberating, and you find yourself momentarily free of any thoughts beyond the mountain and the movement of your body. As you approach the bottom of the slope, the pace slows, and the excitement gives way to a sense of satisfaction. Your heart races as you catch your breath, but there is also a deep sense of fulfillment that comes with the ride. You've conquered the slopes, and in the process, you've connected with the very essence of winter. The snow beneath your skis, the wind in your hair, and the view of the Tatras stretching far into the horizon have combined to create a perfect moment, a memory that will stay with you long after you've left the slopes behind. The best part? Zakopane offers something for everyone. Whether you're a seasoned skier tackling the challenging runs of Kasprowy Wierch or a beginner enjoying the gentler slopes of Gubałówka, there's a perfect path for every skill level. The variety of terrain allows you to test your limits, or simply enjoy the beauty of the landscape at your own pace. And with each run, you're drawn deeper into the heart of Zakopane's winter magic, a place where adventure meets tranquility, where the rush of skiing is balanced by the peace of the surrounding nature. After a few exhilarating runs, you find yourself wanting more. The slopes call to you again, but this time, perhaps you'll explore a new path, a different descent, or even take a break to soak in the panoramic views from the summit. Whatever you choose, the beauty of Zakopane's skiing experience is that every moment offers something new, from the thrilling adventure of the slopes to the quiet, reflective moments as you gaze out over the snowy peaks. As you lift your skis and take in the breathtaking view once more, you realize that Zakopane has given you something truly special, an adventure filled with excitement, beauty, and a sense of freedom that is hard to find anywhere else. For those seeking a bit more adventure, snowboarding is an exciting way to experience the slopes. You strap on your board, feeling the rush of anticipation as you head to the starting point. With a smooth glide, you make your way down the slope, feeling the thrill of the ride as you shift your weight from one foot to the other, carving through the fresh snow. As you gain speed, the freedom of snowboarding takes over. You navigate the twists and turns of the mountain with ease, each movement fluid and effortless. The wide, open spaces and gentle slopes of Gubałówka provide the perfect environment for snowboarding, allowing you to push your limits and enjoy the pure joy of the sport. Zakopane offers a perfect balance of relaxation and excitement, making it the ideal destination for both seasoned snowboarders and those trying it for the first time. Whether you're riding on smooth, gentle slopes or tackling the more challenging terrain, the adrenaline rush never fades. As you glide down the slope, the sensation of the board beneath your feet becomes second nature. The rhythm of snowboarding is all about flow, a seamless connection between movement and mountain. You lean into each turn, feeling the snow beneath you shift and respond. And in those moments, it feels like you're part of the landscape itself. The wind rushes past you, cold and refreshing, but it only enhances the experience. With every twist and shift, you feel more alive, more in tune with the mountain, and more free than ever. The wide, open expanse of Gubałówka is perfect for snowboarding. The slopes are gentle yet dynamic, allowing you to experiment with different moves and techniques. For those new to the sport, this is the ideal place to get comfortable on the board, with ample space to learn and progress at your own pace. For the seasoned riders, the challenge comes in the smoothness of the ride and the ease with which you can maneuver through the snow. The terrain here invites both playfulness and precision, providing the perfect conditions to refine your skills or simply have fun in the snow. As you gain more confidence, you begin to push yourself a little harder, taking slightly steeper slopes and testing out your carving techniques. The thrill of conquering a more challenging run sends a rush of adrenaline through your veins, but the mountain around you remains a constant calm, majestic, and inviting. The adrenaline isn't overwhelming. It's the kind that leaves you exhilarated and smiling, not tense or exhausted. You take a moment to pause and look around. The views from Gubałówka are spectacular, the rolling hills of Zakopane below, with the distant peaks of the Tatras towering over them, all covered in a blanket of snow. The contrast of the bright blue sky and the white snow is almost surreal, making you feel as though you've stepped into a winter paradise. Here, you can truly appreciate the magic of snowboarding. It's not just about the speed and the thrill, it's about the connection to the landscape, the feeling of being part of something much larger than yourself. After a few more runs, you take a break at one of the nearby mountain huts. You pull off your gloves and sip on a warm drink, perhaps some mulled wine or hot chocolate, while watching other riders carve their way down the slopes. The community of snowboarders here is welcoming, each rider enjoying the sport in their own way, but all sharing the same sense of adventure and joy that comes with being on the mountain. As you sit there, you realize that Zakopane is not just a place to snowboard, it's a place where you can truly embrace the spirit of winter, the freedom of the slopes, the beauty of the surroundings, and the energy of the sport come together in perfect harmony. Whether you're pushing yourself to try new tricks, gliding through the snow with a sense of ease, or simply soaking in the stunning views, every moment spent here is a reminder of why winter sports are so special. In Zakopane, the adrenaline never fades. The mountains always call you back to the slopes, offering endless opportunities to explore, challenge yourself, and enjoy the pure joy of snowboarding. After an exhilarating day on the slopes, take a moment to slow down and enjoy the panoramic views from the cable car. The ride to the top of Pierogi offers a breathtaking perspective of the Tatras, the peaks, the valleys, and the rolling expanses of snow below. As the cable car ascends, you can feel the tension ease from your body, replaced by awe as the landscape unfolds before you. From this vantage point, the world below seems small, and the mountains seem infinite, stretching out to the horizon. The sky is a brilliant canvas of pale blue, and the snow reflects the light, creating a shimmering effect across the landscape. The cable car ride is an adventure in itself, offering you a peaceful moment to reflect and take in the beauty of Zakopane's winter wonderland. The cool breeze, the spectacular views, and the quiet hum of the cable car all add to the magic of the experience. As the cable car continues its ascent, you lean back and let the peaceful silence envelop you. The world below begins to shrink as you rise higher, and the landscape transforms into a breathtaking panorama of white. The snow-covered peaks of the Tatras seem to grow taller and more imposing, their jagged edges softened by the light dusting of snow that clings to them. The valleys, now far below, appear like gentle waves of white, undisturbed and pristine, stretching out as far as the eye can see. Looking around, you see the expanse of the mountains unfolding in every direction. The sky above is vast and endless, a pale blue canvas streaked with the faintest hints of pink and orange as the sun begins to dip lower in the sky. The snow below reflects this soft light, creating a shimmering, almost magical effect across the landscape. The world feels still and serene, as though time itself has slowed, allowing you to fully absorb the beauty of this winter wonderland. As you rise higher, the crisp mountain air fills your lungs, refreshing and pure. It's as if the very atmosphere of the mountains is cleansing, giving you a sense of clarity and peace that comes from being so far removed from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. The cold breeze brushes against your face, invigorating you, but it's not harsh. It's the kind of cold that you welcome, a reminder that you are in the heart of winter, surrounded by nature's raw beauty. The cable car ride is not just a means of getting to the top. It's an experience in itself. The gentle hum of the car as it climbs, the occasional creak of the cables, and the steady rhythm of the ascent all add to the sense of calm. It's a moment of solitude amidst the grandeur of the mountains, where you can simply sit back and reflect on the day's adventures. The rush of skiing or snowboarding is replaced by the quiet thrill of taking in the scenery, and you realize that Zakopane offers not only an adrenaline-fueled escape, but also a place where you can find tranquility and peace. As you near the summit, the views become even more spectacular. The horizon stretches endlessly before you, with the peaks of the Tatras piercing the sky like ancient sentinels guarding the land. From here, the scale of the mountains is overwhelming. They seem to stretch beyond the limits of human understanding, infinite and timeless. It's a sight that humbles you, reminding you of the immensity of nature and the fleeting nature of our place within it. Once you reach the top of Kasprowi, you are greeted with an unobstructed view of the entire region. The mountains stand before you in all their majesty, their snow-covered slopes gently sloping into the valleys below. You can see for miles, with the small town of Zakopane nestled at the foot of the mountains, looking almost insignificant in comparison to the grandeur of the landscape. It's a humbling experience, standing at the top of the world, with nothing but the vastness of the mountains and the sky surrounding you. Here, at the peak, the world feels different. The cold is sharper, the air thinner, and the silence more profound. It's as if you've stepped into another realm, a place where the only sounds are the occasional whisper of the wind and the distant call of a bird soaring overhead. It's a moment of stillness, where time slows and the weight of the world falls away, leaving only the beauty of the mountains and the pure clarity of the moment. As you take in the view, you feel a deep sense of gratitude for this experience. The journey to the top of Kasprowi, whether by cable car or foot, has given you a new perspective on the world. You are not just a visitor here. You are a part of this winter wonderland, connected to the mountains, the snow, and the silence that surrounds you. It's a place that will stay with you long after you leave, a memory etched into your soul, reminding you of the beauty, the peace, and the majesty of the Tatras. Zakopane is not just about skiing or snowboarding, it's a complete winter sports destination. The variety of activities available means that everyone can find something to enjoy. From snowshoeing through the serene, snow-covered forests to tubing down the slopes, there's an adventure waiting for you at every turn. The thrill of winter sports is matched only by the beauty of the surrounding landscape, making every moment in Zakopane unforgettable. As you take in the energy of the slopes, the thrill of the rides, and the excitement of the day's activities, you realize that Zakopane offers a unique blend of adventure and beauty. The adrenaline rush from skiing and snowboarding, the peaceful moments atop the mountain, and the breathtaking views from the cable car create an experience that's both exciting and deeply rewarding. Zakopane isn't just a place to visit, it's a place to live the adventure of winter, where every turn on the slopes brings you closer to the soul of the mountains. As the day draws to a close, the air becomes cooler, and the fading light of the sun bathes the landscape in soft, golden hues. But the adventure doesn't end when the slopes quiet down. In Zakopane, the winter activities continue, offering you new ways to embrace the beauty of the snow-covered wonderland. For those who seek a slower pace but still wish to immerse themselves in the snowy landscapes, snowshoeing through the serene forests is an unforgettable experience. The rhythmic crunch of your snowshoes against the thick snow creates a calming soundtrack as you venture deeper into the pristine wilderness. The towering trees, their branches heavy with snow, create a natural archway overhead, guiding you through this tranquil winter paradise. The snow-covered path seems endless, leading you further away from the world and deeper into the heart of nature. In these quiet moments, it's easy to lose yourself in the beauty of the frozen forest, where time slows and everything feels still, save for the occasional chirp of a bird or the rustling of branches in the breeze. If you're looking for a burst of energy, tubing down the slopes provides a thrilling alternative. The rush of excitement as you speed down the hill in an inflatable tube is a unique experience, full of laughter and joy. The snow flies up around you as you navigate the twists and turns of the track, and the adrenaline kicks in as you race toward the bottom. It's an activity that's perfect for families or groups of friends, where the thrill of the ride brings everyone together in shared excitement. The variety of winter sports in Zakopane means that there's something for everyone, whether you're an adrenaline junkie or someone looking to relax and enjoy the natural beauty. After an action-packed day on the slopes or in the forests, you can unwind by taking a leisurely stroll through the town, enjoying its charm as the evening sets in. The wooden houses of Zakopane glow warmly in the fading light, and the scent of hearty Polish meals wafts from the restaurants and taverns, inviting you to end the day on a cozy note. As night falls, the town takes on a magical quality, with soft lights twinkling through the snow-covered streets, casting gentle shadows across the landscape. The energy of the day gives way to a peaceful calm, and you find yourself reflecting on the adventures you've had and the memories you've made. Zakopane is more than just a destination. It's a place where the adventure of winter becomes a part of you, where every moment spent in the snow, every exhilarating run down the slopes, and every quiet moment of reflection atop the mountains brings you closer to the essence of winter itself. Zakopane is a place to live the adventure of winter, not just as a visitor, but as someone who becomes part of the landscape, part of the story. The combination of excitement, tranquility, and breathtaking beauty makes it a destination that stays with you long after you leave. Whether you've come for the thrill of the slopes or the peacefulness of the mountains, Zakopane offers an experience unlike any other one that captures the spirit of winter and leaves you yearning to return year after year. As you stroll through the streets of Zakopane, you're immediately captivated by the unique architectural style that defines the town. The wooden houses, with their steep, snow-covered roofs and intricate carvings, tell a story of centuries-old craftsmanship. Each building seems to rise from the earth itself, blending seamlessly with the natural surroundings of the mountains. The rustic charm of the town is evident in every detail, from the ornate woodwork on the windows and doors to the traditional wooden fences that line the streets. As you wander through the town, you can't help but admire the way the houses stand in harmony with the landscape. The wood, aged and weathered by time, has a warmth that contrasts with the cold winter air, creating a welcoming and cozy atmosphere. These homes, built in the style of the Zakopane School of Architecture, were designed by local artists and craftsmen in the late 19th century. Their design is not just practical, but a reflection of the cultural identity of Zakopane, deeply rooted in the traditions of the Tatra region. This architectural style is both functional and artistic, allowing the buildings to withstand the harsh mountain winters while also showcasing the rich cultural heritage of the region. As you continue your stroll, you begin to notice the delicate details that adorn the buildings, the intricate carvings along the window frames, the beautifully designed eaves, and the charming balconies that seem to invite you to relax and take in the view. These elements are not just decorative, they are a testament to the skill and artistry of the craftsmen who built them. Every curve and pattern has meaning, often inspired by the natural beauty of the surrounding mountains, as well as the folk traditions of the region. The Zakopane School of Architecture, developed by Stanisław Witkiewicz, revolutionized mountain architecture by combining the practicality needed to survive the harsh climate with an artistic, almost sculptural style. The result is a harmonious blend of functionality and beauty that has become the defining characteristic of Zakopane's visual identity. The buildings feel like they belong to the land. Their wooden exteriors not only blending with the natural surroundings but also standing in testament to the town's long-standing relationship with the Tatras. As you gaze at the structures around you, you see how the town's architectural identity is tied to its culture. The wood, often pine or spruce, has been carefully chosen not only for its availability in the surrounding forests, but also for its ability to endure the extreme cold of the mountains. The homes are designed to trap heat, making them perfect for the freezing winters, while also offering large open spaces to take in the view of the snow-capped peaks. The steep roofs are a distinctive feature, designed to prevent the heavy snow from accumulating and causing damage, while adding a unique, picturesque look to the skyline. The beauty of the town lies in its seamlessness with the environment. These homes don't stand apart from the land. Rather, they feel as if they were born from it. There is a sense of timelessness here, a feeling that these buildings have witnessed generations come and go, always standing firm against the changing seasons. The weathered wood, the gentle curve of the roofs, and the smoke curling from chimneys evoke a sense of continuity and heritage, a legacy of those who came before. As you walk through the streets, you might also notice the traditional wooden fences that line the pathways. These fences are not just barriers, they are an extension of the architecture, crafted with the same attention to detail and care. The rustic simplicity of the fences, often adorned with carvings of flowers or animals, reflects the connection between the people of Zakopane and their natural environment. The fences guide you through the town, inviting you to explore further, while also adding to the overall sense of harmony and peace that defines Zakopane's atmosphere. The warmth and beauty of Zakopane's wooden architecture are not just physical. They extend to the soul of the town. There's a welcoming quality to the buildings, a sense that they are here to protect, to provide comfort, and to blend into the landscape in a way that feels entirely natural. As you walk, it's easy to feel connected to the spirit of the town, to its long history, and to its people, who have lived and worked in harmony with the mountains for generations. In Zakopane, architecture is not merely a functional necessity, it is an expression of culture, a reflection of the people's connection to their environment, and a celebration of the beauty of the Tatra region. The town itself feels like a living, breathing piece of art, a place where tradition and nature come together to create something timeless, something that will continue to inspire visitors for generations to come. Zakopane is not just about its buildings, it's also a town that thrives on local art and handicrafts. Everywhere you turn, you'll find evidence of the town's artistic soul. In the markets and shops, handmade goods are a testament to the creativity and skill of local artisans. From intricately carved wooden figures to beautifully embroidered textiles, Zakopane's art scene is deeply rooted in its folk traditions. As you visit the local shops, you'll find wooden sculptures, hand-woven shawls, and intricately crafted pottery, each piece telling a story of the region's history and culture. The designs are inspired by the natural beauty of the Tatras, with motifs of mountain flowers, animals, and geometric patterns that reflect the harmony between the people and the land. You may even meet the artisans themselves, sitting in their workshops, carefully carving or weaving their latest creations. There's a sense of pride in their work, a pride that comes from knowing they are preserving the traditions of their ancestors while contributing to Zakopane's vibrant cultural tapestry. As you move through the town, the markets and craft shops offer a unique glimpse into the artistic heartbeat of Zakopane. The air is filled with the scent of freshly carved wood, the earthy smell of clay, and the faint hum of conversation between artisans and visitors. Here, in the bustling market stalls, you'll find an array of handmade goods, each one a labor of love and a reflection of the region's deep cultural ties to its natural surroundings. Wooden sculptures are some of the most common items for sale. The craftsmanship is incredible, with intricate details carved into each piece from animals like stags and bears, symbols of the Tatras, to delicate floral motifs that represent the natural beauty of the region. The smooth, polished wood gleams in the light, and each figure seems to have its own character, its own story to tell. These carvings are more than just art. They are representations of the mountains, the forest, and the spirit of the people who call this place home. In addition to the wooden pieces, you'll come across beautifully embroidered textiles, each stitch a testament to the skill of Zakopane's artisans. The patterns, often featuring floral designs or symbolic geometric shapes, tell a story of the land's seasons, its wildlife, and its culture. Hand-woven shawls, blankets, and tablecloths are a common sight in the shops, and they come in a variety of rich colors, deep reds, greens, and earthy browns, all echoing the colors of the Tatras Mountains themselves. These textiles are not only functional, keeping you warm against the chill of winter, but they are also works of art, each thread carefully chosen and woven with intention. One of the most captivating aspects of the local art scene is the way it draws directly from the land and nature. The artisans here do not work in isolation. Their creations are deeply connected to the world around them. Many of the wooden sculptures, for example, are inspired by the wildlife of the Tatras, and the floral designs in the embroidery reflect the vibrant plant life that thrives in the region's harsh climate. The people of Zakopane have long had a profound connection with their environment, and that connection is reflected in the art they create. Each item is a reflection of the people's relationship with the land, a way of honoring nature and its beauty. As you continue to explore, you may find yourself drawn to the small workshops where these crafts come to life. In these intimate spaces, you might meet the artisans themselves, working away at their craft. Whether they are carving wood, weaving textiles, or molding clay, there's a quiet passion in their work that is palpable. You can see the dedication in the way their hands move with precision and care, the way they pause to assess their work before continuing. It's in these moments that you realize the depth of pride these artisans take in their craft. They are not just creating for commerce. They are preserving a heritage that has been passed down through generations. One artisan might show you how the traditional carving technique has been passed down from their grandfather, who was one of the first to perfect the intricate designs seen in today's sculptures. Another may explain how their weaving patterns are inspired by the mountain traditions, each thread chosen to reflect the colors and textures of the Tatra region. These artisans are not just craftsmen. They are custodians of culture, keeping the traditions of Zakopane alive and thriving in a world that often forgets the value of the handmade. The beauty of Zakopane's art scene lies in its authenticity. Unlike mass-produced souvenirs, each piece here is unique and individual. It is a reflection of the town's rich cultural history, its deep ties to nature, and its ongoing dedication to preserving its traditions. Each object you purchase, whether it's a delicate carving, a hand-woven shawl, or a piece of pottery, carries with it a piece of the town's soul, and the knowledge that you're taking home a piece of history made with love and skill by the people who call this mountain paradise home. By the time you leave the markets, your arms are full of souvenirs and your heart full of admiration for the talent and spirit of the Zakopane artisans. You realize that you're not just taking home a beautiful piece of craftsmanship. You're taking home a tangible connection to the culture, the land, and the people of Zakopane, a piece of their history that will stay with you long after you've left the snowy streets behind. Zakopane's local markets are a must-visit, offering a vibrant glimpse into the heart of the town's culture. As you walk through the market, the sights and sounds are a sensory overload in the best way possible. The air is filled with the rich aroma of grilled osipek, a traditional smoked cheese made from sheep's milk, and the sweet scent of fresh baked goods. Stalls are lined with colorful scarves, knitted hats, and handmade wooden toys, while artisans proudly display their unique creations. You find yourself drawn to a stall selling pierogi, the traditional Polish dumplings, stuffed with a variety of fillings, from potatoes and cheese to sweet fruit. The warmth of the food contrasts with the crispness of the winter air, making it the perfect treat as you continue to explore the market. The vibrant colors, the sound of friendly haggling, and the cheerful faces of the vendors create a lively and welcoming atmosphere, one that feels both timeless and deeply connected to the local way of life. Walking through the market, you begin to understand how important these traditions are to the people of Zakopane. The market is not just a place to buy souvenirs. It's a celebration of the town's heritage, where every item for sale is a reminder of the craftsmanship and creativity that defines Zakopane's culture. It's a place where history and art come together, and where you can take home a piece of the town's soul. As you continue to wander through the bustling market, the vibrant energy of the place begins to sink in. The market is alive with people from all walks of life, locals chatting with the vendors, tourists marveling at the handmade crafts, and children laughing as they run through the stalls. The hum of conversation, the clinking of coins, and the occasional burst of laughter fill the air, adding to the warm, welcoming atmosphere that Zakopane is known for. You pass by a stall filled with hand-carved wooden toys, each one more intricate than the last. There are wooden horses, puppets, and animals, all carefully crafted with precision. The artisans take pride in their work, and you can see it in the small details, the gentle curves of a carved horse's legs, the delicate features of a wooden bird. Each piece tells a story, and you can't help but feel the love and dedication that has gone into its creation. Nearby, another stall is filled with embroidered textiles, brightly colored shawls, scarves, and tablecloths that display the vibrant folk patterns of the region. The intricate designs, often featuring flowers, geometric shapes, and animals, are a beautiful reflection of the local culture, and the rich colors seem to pop against the white snow and the dull gray of winter. As you touch the fabric, you can feel the quality and craftsmanship in the weave, and you realize that these aren't just decorative items, they're functional works of art, meant to keep you warm, while also bringing beauty into your life. The market also offers a feast for the senses in the form of traditional Polish food. As you approach a food stall, the rich, smoky scent of osypek fills the air. The cheese, grilled to perfection, is served warm on skewers. Its salty, smoky flavor, an absolute treat against the chill of the winter air. Nearby, the sweet scent of pierogi draws you in plump dumplings stuffed with potatoes, cheese, or even sweet fruits like cherries or blueberries. Each bite of the soft, doughy exterior and flavorful filling is like a little piece of Zakopane itself, rich, comforting, and made with care. As you savor the food, you take a moment to pause and appreciate the unique blend of cultural heritage and modern life that the market represents. Here, traditions are not just preserved, but are woven into the fabric of everyday life. The market isn't just a place to shop. It's a space where the community comes together, where history is kept alive in the form of food, art, and conversation. The vendors share stories of their crafts, of their family's traditions, and of the town's rich history, giving you a deeper understanding of Zakopane's cultural significance. You begin to realize that Zakopane's markets are a reflection of the town itself, a place where the past and present coexist in perfect harmony. The handmade goods, the traditional foods, and the lively atmosphere all combine to create an experience that feels timeless. It's a celebration of the town's roots, its craftsmanship, and its ability to keep its culture alive, even in a rapidly changing world. As you leave the market, you take with you not just a souvenir, but a piece of the town's heart. Whether it's a carved wooden figure, a hand-woven scarf, or simply the memory of a warm pierogi in your hands. Zakopane's markets offer you a way to take home something truly special, a tangible connection to the culture, the people, and the traditions of this enchanting mountain town. And as you continue your journey, you'll carry that connection with you, a reminder of the warmth, creativity, and spirit of Zakopane. As you sit at a small cafe, sipping on hot chocolate and gazing out at the snow-covered streets of Zakopane, you reflect on the deep cultural significance of this mountain town. Zakopane is more than just a popular winter destination. It holds a special place in Polish culture and history. It has long been a gathering point for artists, poets, and intellectuals who have been inspired by the town's natural beauty and unique atmosphere. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Zakopane became a center for the Polish artistic movement, attracting prominent figures like the painter Stanisław Witkiewicz and writer Tadeusz Boy Żeleński. Their work helped shape the town's identity as a cultural hub where art, nature, and history all intertwined. Today, Zakopane continues to carry that legacy. With its thriving artistic community, its festivals, and its commitment to preserving the traditional crafts of the region, Zakopane also plays a pivotal role in Polish folklore and traditions. Its customs, music, and dances are deeply rooted in the mountain culture, and you can experience them firsthand during the town's many festivals, including the Goralski Festival and the Zakopane Folk Art Exhibition. These celebrations showcase the rich heritage of the Tatra region, with performances of traditional dances, music, and theatrical performances that reflect the vibrant spirit of Zakopane. As you explore the town and learn more about its cultural significance, you realize that Zakopane is not just a winter destination, it's a living testament to the richness of Polish culture and history. It's a place where tradition is celebrated, where art is cherished, and where the soul of the mountains is intertwined with the spirit of the people. As you sit back in your chair, the warmth of your hot chocolate filling you with comfort, you begin to understand just how much Zakopane represents the heart of Polish culture. The town is more than just a place, it's a symbol of resilience, creativity, and connection to the natural world. Its unique blend of art, folklore, and community creates an atmosphere that feels both grounded in history and alive with modern energy. You can see evidence of this vibrant cultural legacy in the local galleries and art studios scattered throughout Zakopane. Here, contemporary artists continue the tradition of their predecessors, drawing inspiration from the Tatras and the surrounding landscapes. The mountain views, the ever-changing sky, and the ever-present snow provide a never-ending source of artistic expression, just as they did for the early pioneers of Zakopane's artistic movement. Walking through these galleries, you can feel the town's spirit alive in every brushstroke, sculpture, and photograph, a visual conversation between the mountains, the people, and the artists who seek to capture its essence. But Zakopane's artistic soul isn't confined to the galleries. It spills out into the streets, the markets, and the festivals that fill the town throughout the year. During the Goralski Festival, the town comes alive with the sounds of traditional Highland music played on violins, bagpipes, and accordions, accompanied by the rhythm of folk dances performed by locals in colorful costumes. The music, full of energy and joy, echoes through the snow-covered streets, inviting everyone to join in the celebration of Zakopane's rich mountain heritage. You can almost feel the presence of the past in these festivals, a continuation of the ancient traditions that have shaped Zakopane for generations. The music and dances are not just performances, they are expressions of the mountain spirit, a way of honoring the land and the ancestors who have lived in this region for centuries. Zakopane's customs are intertwined with the natural rhythms of the mountains, from the harsh winters to the fleeting beauty of spring. And every festival, every song, every step taken in the dance is a reminder of the bond between the people and the land. The town's commitment to preserving traditional crafts adds another layer to its cultural significance. In workshops tucked into corners of the town, artisans continue to produce hand-woven textiles, wood carvings, and ceramics, each piece a reflection of Zakopane's deep connection to the land and its traditions. Walking into one of these workshops, you can feel the centuries-old techniques still alive in the hands of the craftsmen, as they pass down their knowledge from one generation to the next. Their work is not just about creating objects, it's about preserving a way of life that has existed in this region for centuries. Zakopane, with its stunning wooden architecture, artistic heritage, and mountain culture, is more than a mere destination for outdoor adventure. It is a living, breathing testament to the spirit of Polish heritage and tradition. It is a place where nature and art come together in perfect harmony, where the past and present exist side by side, and where the soul of the Tatras is woven into the fabric of every building, every artwork, and every song. As you walk through the snow-covered streets, taking in the sights and sounds of the town, you realize that Zakopane is not just a place you visit, it's a place you experience, a place that awakens the senses and connects you to something deeper. It's a place where the mountains speak in whispers, the art comes alive in every corner, and the people carry the legacy of their ancestors with pride. Here, amidst the snow and the mountains, you feel not just a visitor, but a part of something greater, a continuation of the rich cultural tapestry that has defined Zakopane for generations. And it's this deep connection to history, tradition, and nature that makes Zakopane a place that stays with you long after you leave, a place that calls you back, time and time again. After a day filled with the exhilarating rush of winter sports and the breathtaking beauty of Zakopane's snow-covered landscapes, it's time to slow down and embrace the soothing side of winter. You find yourself drawn to one of the town's thermal spas, where the promise of warmth and relaxation awaits. As you approach the spa, the crisp winter air is refreshing, but you know that inside, the warm waters will soon melt away the chill and fatigue from your body. You step into the thermal pool, and the contrast between the cold air and the warm water is immediately noticeable. The water, rich in minerals from the natural springs, envelops you, soothing tired muscles and calming your mind. You look up to see the surrounding landscape's snow-capped peaks rise in the distance, while the steam from the pools rises gently into the cold air. The combination of warmth and cold creates a sense of tranquility, and you begin to feel as though time has slowed, allowing you to fully immerse in the peaceful moment. As you settle deeper into the warm waters, a sense of weightlessness takes over. The soothing embrace of the mineral-rich spring water relaxes every muscle, easing away the tension from a day spent skiing or hiking through the snow. The warmth of the water contrasts beautifully with the crisp mountain air, which brushes your face in delicate bursts. The steam rises lazily, swirling in the cool air, creating a soft mist around you that adds to the sense of calm. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the quiet of the surroundings wash over you. The only sounds are the gentle ripples of water as they lap against the edges of the pool, and the occasional distant cry of a bird soaring high in the snow-covered peaks. The serenity here is palpable, as if the world has slowed down just for you. The peace is unlike any you felt in the rush of daily life. It's an invitation to leave behind the noise and chaos of the outside world, to simply be in the moment. Opening your eyes, you gaze out over the snow-capped Tatras that rise dramatically in the distance. The peaks, bathed in the soft glow of the setting sun, seem to stretch endlessly toward the sky, their jagged outlines softened by the blanket of snow that covers them. The contrast between the cold, rugged mountains and the warmth of the spring feels almost surreal, as though you are suspended between two worlds, one harsh and unyielding, the other warm and inviting. As you relax further, your body becoming more at ease with every passing moment, you realize that this is the perfect way to complement the thrilling day you've had. The warmth of the thermal water has done more than just relax your muscles. It's calmed your mind, letting you reflect on the beauty of the day and the timeless magic of Zakopane. The mountains, the snow, and the cold air that you experienced earlier in the day now seem like a distant memory, replaced by the comfort and stillness of the spa. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs with the pure, fresh air that only a mountain town like Zakopane can offer. The scent of pine, mixed with the subtle aroma of the warm water, envelops you, and you can't help but feel a deep connection to the land around you. Here, in the hot springs, you're reminded of nature's ability to heal not just physically, but emotionally too. The peace you feel is not just from the warmth of the water, but from being in a place so deeply connected to nature, so far removed from the busy pace of the modern world. As the evening sets in and the stars begin to twinkle above, the thermal spa feels even more magical. The night air grows cooler, but the warmth of the spring wraps around you like a comforting blanket. The world outside may be freezing, but here, in the heart of Zakopane's natural beauty, you are enveloped in warmth, relaxation, and peace. The experience feels like a perfect escape, a retreat into nature's embrace, where time slows and every moment becomes an opportunity to unwind and reflect. As you leave the spa, the cool night air greets you once again, but it no longer feels biting or harsh. The warmth you've absorbed from the springs stays with you, creating a balance between the cool mountain air and the calm inside you. You feel rejuvenated body, mind, and soul, ready to face the world once more, with a renewed sense of peace that will stay with you long after you've left Zakopane's hot springs behind. As you settle into the natural hot springs, the warmth of the water contrasts beautifully with the coolness of the surrounding environment. The snowflakes drift down lazily from the sky, landing on your skin like a soft kiss before melting away, leaving only the warmth of the springs. You can hear the soft, soothing sounds of the water as it flows gently around you, blending with the peaceful quiet of the snow-covered landscape. The air is fresh and crisp, yet the heat of the spring makes it feel like a cocoon of warmth and comfort. As you close your eyes and breathe deeply, you begin to notice how the surrounding mountains and the peaceful sound of the water create a sense of balance, the cold and the warm, the quiet and the calm. The mineral-rich water is known for its healing properties, and as you let yourself relax, you feel the tension of the day melt away, replaced by a sense of rejuvenation and peace. With each passing moment, the warmth of the water seeps deeper into your muscles, loosening the tension you didn't even realize you were holding. The mineral-rich springs work their magic, and the calm, gentle rhythm of the flowing water lulls you into a state of complete relaxation. Your mind begins to quiet as well, shedding the stresses and noise of everyday life, leaving only the present, the crisp winter air, the soft fall of snow, and the gentle embrace of the springs. The contrast between the icy surroundings and the comforting warmth of the spring becomes even more pronounced as you let your thoughts drift. Above you, the snow-covered Tatras rise majestically against the sky, their peaks wrapped in mist, partially hidden by the cloud of steam rising from the springs. The mountain scenery is so tranquil, it feels almost dreamlike, as if you've been transported to a world where time stands still and nothing matters except the stillness and beauty around you. As the snowflakes continue to drift down from the sky, you catch a few on your face, their delicate crystals briefly kissing your skin before melting into the warmth of your body. The sensation is soft, fleeting, and soothing, like nature itself is offering you a gentle, peaceful touch. You smile to yourself, feeling deeply connected to the land, to the mountains, and to this moment of pure peace. The outside world feels so distant now, so irrelevant here in the hot springs. Nothing else matters but the quiet comfort of the water and the majesty of the snow-covered landscape. The gentle hum of the water becomes the soundtrack to your thoughts as you close your eyes again, letting the peacefulness of the moment wash over you. You feel the weight of the day's adventures slowly lift from your shoulders, replaced by a sense of renewal. The world, with its hustle and constant rush, seems so far away now. In this moment, you are at peace. Your body and mind completely attuned to the rhythms of the natural world around you. As the evening settles in and the last light of day begins to fade, you find yourself lingering in the warmth of the springs, unwilling to leave just yet. The darkness of the night wraps around you, but it's not cold. The warmth from the springs keeps you cozy, like a protective cocoon. Above, the stars begin to twinkle in the crisp, clear sky, adding to the magic of the moment. The glow of the moon reflects off the snow, casting a soft light over the landscape. It's a scene of serenity, peace, and quiet beauty that you will carry with you long after you've left this place. In the soft stillness of the hot springs, you realize that this moment is more than just relaxation. It's a deeper connection, a connection to nature, to the timeless rhythm of the mountains, and to yourself. It's an opportunity to unwind, to restore your energy, and to find balance in a world that often moves too fast. Zakopane's thermal springs offer more than just a physical reprieve. They provide a sanctuary for the soul, a place to reconnect and replenish. And as you finally rise from the warm water, stepping back into the crisp, cool air, you carry that peace with you, ready to face whatever comes next. Renewed and restored, you take a moment to look around at the other visitors who, like you, are indulging in the calming embrace of the hot springs. Some are lounging in the warm water, their eyes closed in peaceful reflection, while others chat softly, their voices blending with the gentle steam rising from the springs. The atmosphere here is luxurious, yet calming. It's not the type of luxury that demands attention or extravagance, but rather the kind that provides comfort, relaxation, and the kind of peace that only nature can offer. The landscape surrounding you enhances the feeling of exclusivity. The rugged Tatras in the distance, the quiet snowfall, and the natural beauty all contribute to the luxurious ambiance, making you feel as though you're in a secluded retreat, a personal sanctuary that invites you to leave behind the stresses of everyday life. You soak in the serene environment, allowing yourself to unwind completely, knowing that the town of Zakopane offers this kind of restorative experience as a perfect counterbalance to the active winter adventures of the day. As you let yourself sink deeper into the warm water, the calming effect of the thermal springs begins to take full hold. You feel the tension of the day slowly dissolve, the thrill of skiing down the slopes, the crisp mountain air, all fading into a distant memory as you focus on the peaceful present. The water, rich in minerals from the earth beneath, seems to surround you with a gentle embrace, like nature herself is cradling you in her arms. The steam rises around you in soft wisps, mingling with the cool night air, creating a surreal mist that seems to blur the boundaries between the water, the sky, and the snow-covered landscape. The Tatras stand stoically in the distance, their snow-capped peaks shimmering faintly under the moonlight. The quiet stillness of the mountain range, combined with the soothing warmth of the hot springs, creates a perfect harmony, a balance of energies that feels almost otherworldly. It's in these moments that you feel the true power of the mountains and the natural world around you. You look around at the other visitors, each immersed in their own experience of relaxation, but there's a shared sense of calm that binds everyone together. Some people speak in hushed tones, their voices almost disappearing into the steam, while others remain silent, eyes closed in meditative reflection. There's no rush, no sense of urgency, only a collective appreciation for this peaceful retreat. The soft chatter, the gentle splashing of water, and the faint rustling of the snowflakes in the breeze create a symphony of serenity, and you realize that this is the true luxury of Zakopane, not the opulence of lavish decor, but the simple, unadulterated comfort of nature's healing touch. The atmosphere here feels as if it's designed solely for rejuvenation, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. The soft, soothing warmth of the thermal waters contrasts beautifully with the cool air, offering a perfect blend of relaxation and invigoration. It's the type of luxury that doesn't demand attention or recognition. It's a quiet indulgence, one that allows you to focus inward and find peace amidst the beauty and solitude of the mountains. In the distance, you spot a small group of visitors taking a gentle walk along the edge of the springs, their footprints leaving brief impressions in the snow before they melt away, just as your thoughts seem to fade in the calming quiet. The stars above shine bright, casting a soft light on the shimmering water and the pristine snow. The night feels alive with the beauty of the landscape, but in a way that is hushed, as if the world is holding its breath in reverence to the stillness of the moment. You let your mind drift, the peacefulness of the environment, allowing your thoughts to float away like the steam rising from the water. There's no rush, no obligations, just the simplicity of being present in this moment, in this sanctuary. The soothing heat from the springs and the cool, crisp air combine to create a profound sense of balance and well-being, a feeling that stays with you long after you leave the spa. As the time passes, you feel yourself becoming more deeply connected to the natural beauty of Zakopane. The surroundings, the landscape, the healing waters, everything blends together into a perfect retreat for the soul. The contrast of the warm springs and the snow-covered landscape, the mountain air and the peaceful silence, makes Zakopane an unforgettable destination, a place where relaxation and natural beauty intertwine to create a space of ultimate tranquility. The luxury here is not in the lavishness of a spa, but in the restorative power of nature itself, the power to quiet your mind, heal your body, and restore your spirit. Zakopane offers this, and so much more, providing an experience that is not only a treat for the senses, but a deep renewal for the soul. As the day fades into evening, you find yourself spending a little longer in the hot springs, taking full advantage of the calming ambiance. The sky darkens, and the stars begin to appear, twinkling high above the mountains. You're surrounded by the beauty of Zakopane's winter night, the cold air now even more refreshing as it contrasts with the warmth of the water. The thermal pools glow softly under the starlight, creating an almost magical atmosphere. This is the perfect moment to reflect the quiet, the gentle warmth of the water, and the vastness of the winter landscape create a feeling of peace that is unmatched. There's no rush, no obligation, only the present moment, the soothing waters, and the endless beauty of the mountains surrounding you. In this luxurious moment of stillness, you feel completely rejuvenated, both physically and mentally, ready to embrace the next adventure or simply enjoy the tranquility that Zakopane's natural hot springs provide. As you sit back, allowing the warmth of the water to cradle you, the crisp mountain air adds a refreshing contrast to the soothing heat, enveloping you in a perfect balance of comfort. The stars above grow brighter as the night deepens, their twinkling reflections mingling with the soft glow of the thermal pools. The Tatras, standing in their majestic silence, seem even more imposing in the darkness, their peaks bathed in the gentle light of the stars. The snow around you remains pristine, untouched by time, and the world feels frozen in a peaceful, eternal moment. With each breath, you draw in the fresh mountain air, feeling it cleanse and invigorate your body. The stillness of the night amplifies the healing properties of the hot springs. You can feel the tension of the day, the cold from the slopes, and the strain from your winter adventures completely melt away. The warmth of the springs works its way through every part of you, leaving you feeling lighter, more at peace with every passing minute. There is a profound sense of timelessness in the air, as though the night has always been this way, and will always be. Everything around you, the water, the mountains, the clear winter sky feels like it has existed for centuries, unchanged and untouched by the outside world. Here, in this moment, the hustle and bustle of everyday life feel a million miles away, and you are left with nothing but the present, the comforting warmth, the quiet beauty, and the tranquil stillness of Zakopane. As the evening wears on, the world around you grows quieter still. The soft murmurs of other visitors fade into the background, and you are left alone with your thoughts, the gentle rippling of the water, and the endless stars above. This is the perfect moment to reflect on the day, on the thrill of the slopes, the stunning beauty of the snowy landscape, and the deep sense of peace that comes from being so far removed from the everyday world. The combination of the natural hot springs and the serene environment provides a unique opportunity for inner reflection, allowing you to reconnect with yourself, with nature, and with the stillness of the mountains. The mountains, the thermal waters, and the night sky come together in perfect harmony, creating a sense of balance and peace that seems almost unreal. In these moments, you realize how important it is to slow down and take in the beauty of the world around you, to allow yourself the time and space to simply be. You've spent the day exploring Zakopane, embracing the energy of winter, but now, in the stillness of the night, you allow yourself to fully surrender to the moment. The night deepens, but you feel no rush to leave. The quiet tranquility of Zakopane's thermal springs has worked its magic, leaving you rejuvenated, calm, and ready to embrace whatever comes next, whether that's another day of adventure or simply another peaceful evening in this winter wonderland. You close your eyes once more, feeling the warmth of the springs wrap around you like a gentle hug, and you allow the night to carry you into a peaceful state of contentment, knowing that Zakopane's beauty and serenity will remain with you long after you leave its peaceful embrace. After a long day in the snow, there's nothing quite like stepping into one of Zakopane's cozy taverns, the warmth of the fire welcoming you in. The smell of freshly prepared food fills the air, tempting your senses. As you take a seat at the wooden table, a steaming bowl of pierogi is placed in front of you a traditional Polish dish that is the perfect comfort food after a winter day outdoors. You take your first bite, and the soft, doughy exterior gives way to a rich filling of potatoes and cheese, the perfect balance of flavors. Each bite is warm, hearty, and satisfying, with the flavors comforting you against the cold of the night. There are endless variations of pierogi, some filled with meat, mushrooms, or even sweet fruit. The dish is a staple of Polish cuisine, and in Zakopane, it's a dish that feels like a warm hug on a cold winter evening. As you savor the pierogi, the warmth of the tavern wraps around you, and you begin to notice the intimate charm of the room. The rustic wooden beams, the dim glow of lanterns hanging from the ceiling, and the soft crackle of the fire create an inviting ambiance. The stone walls are adorned with local artwork, and the air is filled with the comforting hum of quiet conversation and the clink of glasses. It's the kind of cozy, welcoming space that feels timeless, like it's been here for generations, offering solace and warmth to travelers seeking refuge from the cold. You take another bite, enjoying the comforting combination of soft dough and flavorful filling. The pierogi are perfect, the potatoes and cheese rich and creamy, balanced with just the right amount of seasoning. With every bite, you feel the comforting embrace of Polish tradition, a dish that has been passed down through generations, warming hearts in homes across the country. The food here is simple but meaningful, a reflection of the region's culture and the deep connection between its people and the land. As you finish your plate, the waiter returns with a second course zapiekanka, a Polish version of a toasted sandwich, piled high with sautéed mushrooms, cheese, and a drizzle of garlic sauce. The warm bread crunches as you take your first bite, the savory flavors of the mushrooms and melted cheese mixing perfectly with the richness of the garlic sauce. This dish is a favorite in Zakopane, served hot and comforting, making it the perfect pairing with the cozy atmosphere of the tavern. With each bite, you are reminded that food here isn't just about nourishment, it's about tradition, comfort, and the experience of sharing a moment with others, wrapped in the warmth of the fire and the beauty of the mountains. To finish the meal, the waiter brings out a steaming mug of mulled wine fragrant with cinnamon, cloves, and orange. The rich, spicy aroma fills the air as you take a sip, and the warmth spreads through you, from your lips to your fingertips. The sweetness of the wine, combined with the spice, provides a perfect conclusion to the meal. You feel yourself relaxing even more, the tension of the day slowly melting away with each comforting sip. The evening wears on, and you settle into the warmth of the tavern, feeling completely at ease. The cold winter air outside seems a distant memory, replaced by the quiet comfort of good food, good drink, and the peaceful ambiance of Zakopane's cozy tavern. The lively chatter, the soft clink of glasses, and the occasional burst of laughter from nearby tables create an atmosphere of togetherness, of shared moments and memories. In this small town, amidst the beauty of the mountains, you realize that these simple pleasures, food, warmth, and company, are what make the experience so special. It's not just about the adventure or the breathtaking views, but the warmth you find in the heart of Zakopane, in the traditions and hospitality that make this place truly unforgettable. As the fire crackles nearby, you glance at the menu and spot zapiekanka, a Polish street food classic. You decide to try it, and soon you're presented with a deliciously crispy, open-faced sandwich topped with sautéed mushrooms, cheese, and a generous drizzle of ketchup or garlic sauce. The warm, toasted bread contrasts with the rich toppings, creating a combination of textures and flavors that feels both indulgent and comforting. It's a perfect dish to accompany the cozy, intimate atmosphere of Zakopane's taverns. With each bite, you feel the energy of the day melt away, replaced by the deep satisfaction that only hearty, home-style food can provide. This comforting dish, enjoyed by both locals and visitors, is an ideal choice for a chilly winter evening spent in the town, where the flavors reflect the warmth of the community and the mountains that surround you. As you continue to savor the zapiekanka, the richness of the melted cheese and sautéed mushrooms mingles perfectly with the slight tang of the garlic sauce. The crispiness of the toasted bread gives way to the softness of the filling, creating a harmony of textures that's both satisfying and comforting. Each bite offers a deep, soul-soothing warmth, the kind that reminds you of home, even if you're far from it. The flavors are simple but layered, much like the town itself. Zakopane's culinary traditions have a humble elegance, drawing inspiration from the local surroundings and the people's connection to the land. The zapiekanka, though modest in its origins, embodies the spirit of Zakopane's rustic charm, a dish born from local ingredients, rich in flavor, and crafted with care. It's a comfort food, but it also tells a story, one of the region's hard-working people who have embraced simplicity and heartiness in their food, perfect for surviving the harsh winter months. As the evening settles, you notice the way the warmth from the fire, the cozy atmosphere of the tavern, and the satisfying meal all come together to create a sense of belonging. You are not just a visitor passing through. You are part of this moment, surrounded by the warmth of Zakopane's hospitality. The laughter and chatter of the locals add to the inviting, communal feel of the space. There is an intimacy here, an unspoken understanding that the cold, snow-covered world outside is far from the concerns of this cozy refuge. The tavern's atmosphere is a perfect reflection of the food, welcoming, comforting, and full of warmth. The glow of the fire, the soft flicker of candlelight on the tables, and the soothing hum of conversations create a sense of peace and calm. As you continue to enjoy your zapiekanka, you realize that this meal, like the day's adventures, is another layer of the experience Zakopane offers, one that connects you to the land, the culture, and the people in a way that is both comforting and enriching. Just when you think the meal has reached its perfect end, the waiter brings over a dessert, perhaps a slice of sernik, the creamy Polish cheesecake, or a warm kremaka, a pastry filled with delicate vanilla cream. You take a bite, the sweetness of the dessert contrasting perfectly with the savory flavors of the zapiekanka. This simple, sweet ending feels like a natural conclusion to a meal full of comforting flavors and shared moments. As you finish your meal, you lean back in your chair, feeling both satisfied and at peace. The comforting warmth of the food, the fire, and the inviting atmosphere have settled into your bones, providing you with more than just sustenance, but a true sense of home. Zakopane's culinary delights are not just about food. They are about the connection between the mountains, the people, and the traditions that have been passed down for generations. And as you savor the last bite, you know that this experience will stay with you, a memory of warmth, comfort, and hospitality that you'll carry long after you leave. The day's adventure is over, and now, as the night sets in, you find yourself curled up in front of a warm fire, the flickering flames casting a gentle glow over the room. A mug of mulled wine is placed in your hands, the spicy aroma filling your senses as you take a sip. The warmth of the wine contrasts beautifully with the chilly mountain air outside, and you feel the rich spices, cinnamon, cloves, and orange swirl through each sip, creating a cozy, comforting warmth that spreads through your body. It's the perfect drink to complement the tranquil evening and the joy of savoring the simple pleasures of Zakopane. Alternatively, if you prefer something a little sweeter, you can indulge in a cup of hot chocolate, thick, rich, and velvety. It's a true treat for the soul. The kind of hot chocolate served in Zakopane is far from ordinary, made with dark chocolate, milk, and sometimes a hint of vanilla, creating a smooth, luxurious experience. With each sip, you feel yourself slowing down, letting go of the rush of the day, and fully sinking into the warmth of the moment. The fire crackles in the background, adding a sense of nostalgia and comfort to the experience, as if time itself has slowed down just for you. As the fire crackles softly in the background, casting dancing shadows across the wooden beams, you settle deeper into your seat, letting the warmth of the drink and the fire fill you with a peaceful sense of contentment. The outside world, with its cold, snow-covered streets and the vast, silent mountains, feels so far away, almost unreal in its stillness. Inside, the atmosphere is cocooned in warmth and comfort, a safe haven from the winter chill. The richness of the mulled wine or hot chocolate lingers in your mouth, its flavors blending perfectly with the ambiance of the tavern. You take another sip, savoring the deep sweetness of the chocolate or the aromatic spices of the wine. Every taste is a small indulgence, a reminder of the simple pleasures that make Zakopane so special. The drink, much like the town itself, brings a sense of comfort and warmth, the kind of nourishment that goes beyond just filling your body, it fills your soul, too. You glance out the window, where the snow continues to fall gently, covering the world in a soft, white blanket. The town is quieter now, with fewer footsteps echoing through the streets. The only sounds are the soft hum of conversation inside the tavern and the occasional pop and crackle of the fire. You take a deep breath, inhaling the rich, earthy scent of wood burning, mingling with the sweet aroma of your drink. It's a moment of peace, a pause in time, where everything seems to slow down, allowing you to truly absorb the magic of the evening. As you sit back and relax, you notice the flickering light of the fire reflecting on the wooden walls, casting a golden glow over the room. The rustic charm of the tavern feels even more inviting now, with its cozy, intimate atmosphere that makes you feel like you're part of something timeless. The warmth from the fire seeps into your bones, and the comfort of the evening wraps around you like a soft blanket. The moments in Zakopane, whether spent on the slopes or in front of a fire, seem to hold a special kind of stillness. The town offers not just adventure, but also the chance to unwind, to relax, and to fully embrace the simple pleasures that come with winter. Here, time doesn't rush forward. It invites you to slow down, to savor the moment, and to enjoy the quiet luxury of a hot drink, a crackling fire, and the beauty of the world outside. In this cozy space, you feel connected to the mountains, to the town, and to the traditions that have shaped Zakopane for generations. The fire's glow, the warmth of your drink, and the peaceful atmosphere all come together to create an experience that feels both deeply personal and shared with those around you. It's a perfect end to a day in Zakopane, one that will stay with you long after you've left, as you carry the memory of warmth, relaxation, and the beauty of this mountain town with you. No meal in Zakopane would be complete without indulging in one of the town's many sweet treats. As you finish your savory dishes, your eye is drawn to the dessert menu. You decide to try sernik, a traditional Polish cheesecake made with a creamy, rich filling on a light crust. Each bite is a perfect balance of sweetness and tang, the smooth texture of the filling complemented by the subtle flavor of vanilla and citrus. Alternatively, you might try kremoka, a delicious cream-filled pastry that's as light as snow, with delicate layers of puff pastry and a sweet, velvety cream filling. This Polish dessert is beloved across the country, and in Zakopane, it's a perfect way to end your meal, bringing a sense of joy and satisfaction that lingers long after the last bite. With every bite of these delightful treats, you feel like you're truly experiencing the heart of Zakopane's rich culinary heritage, one that blends warmth, tradition, and comfort in every dish. This section, divided into 4 parts, invites you to indulge in the warm, comforting foods that Zakopane has to offer. From hearty pierogi and zapiekanka to the soothing drinks and decadent desserts, the food of Zakopane is an essential part of the town's charm, nourishing your body and soul after a day spent exploring the snowy landscapes. The tone remains inviting, comforting, and delicious, encouraging you to savor each moment of Zakopane's winter culinary delights. As you savor the last bite of your sernik, the creamy, velvety texture still lingering on your palate, you feel the warmth of Zakopane's culinary traditions filling you with contentment. The rich, slightly tangy sweetness of the cheesecake perfectly complements the earlier savory dishes you've enjoyed, leaving you with a sense of fullness and satisfaction that is uniquely Polish. The simplicity of the dessert, with its subtle hints of vanilla and citrus, speaks volumes about the elegance of Zakopane's cuisine. It doesn't need to be complicated to be unforgettable. But the evening isn't quite over yet. Your eyes are once again drawn to the dessert tray, and this time you decide to indulge in kremoka, a sweet treat that has earned its place as a Polish favorite. As you take your first bite, the flaky puff pastry gives way to the soft, velvety cream filling. The sweetness of the cream is delicate yet satisfying, with just the right amount of richness to make each bite feel indulgent. The layers of pastry are light as air, and the entire dessert seems to melt in your mouth. It's a dessert that brings comfort and joy, a true representation of the Polish tradition of taking simple ingredients and elevating them to something extraordinary. You take a moment to sit back and reflect on the meal, realizing that food in Zakopane isn't just about nourishment, it's about experience. Each dish, from the hearty pierogi to the delicate desserts, carries with it a sense of history, culture, and warmth. The food is deeply connected to the land and the people, drawing from the resources available in the region and using time-honored techniques passed down through generations. The sweet treats of Zakopane, in particular, represent the warmth and hospitality of the town. In a place where winter is long and the weather can be harsh, the comfort of food becomes even more important. And it's clear that Zakopane's desserts are designed to bring joy and satisfaction to all who visit. Whether you're sitting in front of a roaring fire after a day on the slopes, or taking a moment to enjoy a quiet evening in a cozy tavern, the desserts here provide the perfect ending to a day full of adventure and exploration. As you finish your kremoka and take the last sip of your drink, you feel a deep sense of gratitude for the food, the atmosphere, and the experience. In Zakopane, every meal is an invitation to slow down, to enjoy the simple pleasures, and to connect with the rich cultural heritage of this mountain town. Each dish, each bite, each moment spent savoring these culinary delights is a reminder of the heart of Zakopane, a place where food is not just about sustenance, but about bringing people together, sharing in the warmth of tradition, and experiencing the soul of the mountains. Zakopane, nestled in the heart of the Tatras Mountains, is a town where the cultural heritage is not just celebrated, but deeply woven into the daily life of its people. It's a place where time seems to stand still, allowing you to experience the very essence of traditional Polish culture in every corner. Whether it's in the warmth of its wooden buildings, the lively chatter of its markets, or the comforting aroma of local cuisine filling the air. As the sun begins to dip behind the mountains, casting a soft, golden glow over the town, the evening truly begins to take shape. Zakopane's charm becomes even more evident as the night sky takes over, the stars illuminating the mountain peaks like silent guardians watching over the town. The streets, blanketed in snow, reflect the glow of lanterns and the soft light from tavern windows, creating a serene, almost magical atmosphere. After a day filled with exhilarating winter sports, exploring the stunning snow-covered landscapes, or simply strolling through the charming streets of the town, there is something undeniably special about returning to the warmth and comfort of Zakopane's cozy taverns. These establishments, steeped in tradition, are much more than places to eat. They are places to immerse yourself in the heart of Zakopane, to experience the deep connection between the land, the people, and the food that has shaped this region for generations. As you enter one of the town's rustic taverns, the air is rich with the scent of roasting meats, fresh-baked bread, and the distinct aroma of mulled wine, a perfect drink to accompany the cold winter air. You are greeted by the warmth of the fire crackling in the hearth, the gentle, flickering flames creating a cozy ambiance that invites you to unwind. The intimate lighting, the wooden furniture, and the rustic decor, everything about these taverns speaks to the town's deep roots and tradition. Sitting down at a sturdy wooden table, you take a moment to absorb your surroundings. The walls are adorned with local artwork, hand-carved wooden furniture, and traditional tapestries depicting scenes from Zakopane's rich history. There's a sense of timelessness in the air, as if these taverns have stood for centuries, welcoming travelers and locals alike. The space feels intimate and welcoming, a place where you can escape the cold and indulge in the flavors of Zakopane's culinary delights. The waiter arrives with a menu full of delicious Polish comfort food, each dish more tempting than the last. Zakopane's winter cuisine reflects the hearty, rustic traditions of the Tatra region. Hearty stews, rich soups, and deliciously filling pierogi, dumplings, are just the beginning of a menu that brings the flavors of the mountains and the Polish countryside to life. You start with a bowl of żurek, a traditional Polish sour rye soup that is both rich and tangy. The earthy flavor of the sour rye base is perfectly complemented by the hearty chunks of smoked sausage, tender potatoes, and a dollop of sour cream. Each spoonful warms you from the inside out, the comforting flavors bringing you back to a simpler time when meals were about sustenance, connection, and tradition. The sour rice soup is a winter staple in Zakopane, loved for its warming properties and its rich, savory taste. It's the perfect way to begin your meal, preparing you for the heartier dishes to come. Next comes the main course, pierogi. The soft, doughy dumplings are stuffed with a variety of fillings, some with a classic combination of potatoes and cheese, others with savory meat or mushrooms, and still more with sweet fruit fillings for a unique treat. Each bite is a perfect balance of flavors and textures, with the slightly chewy dough giving way to the rich, flavorful filling inside. The warm, comforting nature of the pierogi is the essence of Polish comfort food, simple, yet deeply satisfying. As you continue your meal, the tavern fills with the sounds of laughter and conversation, the atmosphere becoming even more vibrant as the evening progresses. The soft glow of the fire, the clink of glasses, and the sounds of traditional Polish folk music, gently playing in the background, create a sense of community, a feeling that everyone here is connected by the shared experience of Zakopane's rich culinary heritage. In Zakopane, the tradition of food is much more than about eating. It's about celebrating the seasons, the land, and the people. The dishes here reflect the deep relationship between the mountain region and its inhabitants, a relationship that's based on simplicity, resourcefulness, and a love for the land that provides. Whether it's the hearty pierogi or the indulgent zapiekanka, each dish is an expression of the cultural legacy of Zakopane, a legacy that continues to thrive today, passed down through generations. To end the meal, you're offered a selection of desserts, each one a sweet delight to round out the experience. You choose sernik, a traditional Polish cheesecake made with a rich, creamy filling that's slightly tangy and perfectly complemented by the light, buttery crust. The cheesecake is simple yet luxurious, the smooth filling melting in your mouth with every bite. The sweetness, paired with a hint of vanilla and a touch of citrus, brings a sense of satisfaction that lingers long after the last bite. Alternatively, you might choose kremoka, a classic Polish dessert of delicate layers of puff pastry filled with velvety cream. Each bite is light and airy, the sweetness of the cream balancing perfectly with the crisp, flaky pastry. The dessert feels like the perfect way to conclude your meal, light and refreshing, yet rich in flavor. It's a fitting end to a day filled with adventure and culinary indulgence in the heart of Zakopane. As you finish your dessert and take the last sip of your mulled wine or hot chocolate, you feel a deep sense of gratitude for the meal you've just enjoyed. The food has not only nourished your body, but it has also allowed you to connect with the heart of Zakopane, with its culture, its traditions, and its people. The flavors of the meal, the warmth of the tavern, and the quiet hum of the evening all combine to create an experience that goes beyond just eating. It's about embracing the essence of this mountain town, about savoring the flavors of its rich history, and about finding comfort in the simple pleasures that Zakopane has to offer. As you leave the tavern, stepping back into the cold, snow-covered streets of Zakopane, the comforting warmth of the meal lingers with you. The snowy streets reflect the glow of the tavern windows, and you feel a sense of contentment that only a good meal can provide. The magic of Zakopane is not just in its landscapes or its winter adventures, but in its food, a culinary journey that brings you closer to the heart of the town and the people who call it home. Zakopane's appeal is undeniable. It's a place where nature and culture merge to create the perfect winter getaway. As you take in the stunning snow-covered landscapes of the Tatras, you'll feel a sense of wonder. The mountain peaks, blanketed in snow, stretch toward the sky, creating a breathtaking backdrop for all your winter adventures. Whether you're carving down the slopes of Kasprawi Wirch, enjoying the peace of snow-covered streets, or simply taking in the beauty of the surrounding mountains, Zakopane's winter scenery offers something magical at every turn. It's a winter paradise waiting to be explored. As you step further into Zakopane, the allure of the town only deepens. The crisp, fresh air fills your lungs, invigorating you with every breath. The snow beneath your boots crunches softly, and the peaceful quiet of the mountains embraces you like a warm, welcoming hug. The landscape here isn't just beautiful, it's alive, shifting with every season and offering a different perspective on the mountains with each passing moment. Whether you're skiing down the majestic slopes of Kasprawi Wirch, hiking through the snow-covered forests, or simply taking a leisurely stroll through the charming streets, you're always surrounded by a sense of peace and wonder that feels almost timeless. Zakopane isn't just a place to visit, it's a place that becomes part of you. As you gaze at the towering Tatras, their snow-capped peaks glistening against the winter sky, you can't help but feel a deep connection to the land. The mountains have stood here for centuries, their silent presence a reminder of nature's power and endurance. In Zakopane, every glance at the scenery feels like a personal invitation to experience something greater, a moment of awe and beauty that's simply waiting to be discovered. But the winter adventures don't end with the landscape. Zakopane is also a town that thrives on its rich cultural heritage. The streets are lined with traditional wooden homes, their charming facades decorated with intricate carvings that tell the story of the town's history. The town's artistic legacy is evident in its galleries, workshops, and local markets, where artisans proudly display their handmade crafts. Whether you're exploring the vibrant Goroski festival or soaking in the history and warmth of the local taverns, Zakopane's culture offers something equally as captivating as its natural beauty. You'll find yourself drawn into the spirit of the town, its vibrant traditions, folk music, and hospitality making your time here even more memorable. And then there's the sense of peaceful relaxation that Zakopane offers. After a day filled with adventure, there's nothing better than unwinding in one of the town's famous thermal spas. Picture yourself soaking in the warm, mineral-rich waters while the snow gently falls around you. The contrast of warmth and cold creating a sense of perfect harmony. The peace of Zakopane's natural hot springs allows you to reconnect with yourself, relax, and fully embrace the beauty and tranquility of this mountain town. Zakopane's culinary scene only adds to its appeal. After a day spent exploring, you can indulge in traditional Polish comfort food, such as pierogi or zapiekanka, and enjoy a mug of mulled wine or hot chocolate by the fire. Each bite is a reminder of the town's deep cultural roots, with rich flavors and comforting warmth to satisfy both your body and soul. Zakopane is more than just a destination. It's an experience, a journey through nature, culture, and comfort. Whether you come for the thrilling winter sports, The beautiful landscapes, the cultural immersion, or simply the peace and relaxation of the mountain air, Zakopane offers something for everyone. It's a place where you can be adventurous one moment, reflective the next, and always surrounded by breathtaking beauty and rich traditions. So why wait? Plan your trip to Zakopane today and immerse yourself in the magic of this winter paradise. Whether you're seeking adventure, culture, or simply a moment of peace, Zakopane is waiting to offer you an unforgettable experience. In Zakopane, you don't just experience winter sports. You immerse yourself in its rich cultural heritage. From the iconic wooden architecture that tells the story of the town's history, to the local markets filled with handcrafted treasures, you'll find culture around every corner. Explore Zakopane's lively atmosphere, filled with the sound of folk music, the taste of traditional dishes, and the warmth of friendly taverns. After a day of skiing or snowboarding, you'll unwind in the soothing thermal spas, where the cool mountain air meets the warm embrace of the springs, offering you the perfect blend of relaxation and rejuvenation. As you explore deeper into Zakopane, the town's cultural heartbeat becomes more apparent. The streets are filled with the sound of traditional Polish folk music, echoing from the taverns, where locals gather to share stories, enjoy hearty meals, and sing to the rhythm of the guitar, violin, and accordion. The melodies of the Tatra region, with their joyful and sometimes melancholic notes, serve as a beautiful soundtrack to your journey through this town. The taverns, with their wooden beams and flickering candlelight, create a cozy, welcoming atmosphere that invites you to sit down, relax, and embrace the local way of life. Each meal, each song, and each conversation carries a sense of tradition and community that Zakopane is known for. The town's markets are a treasure trove of handcrafted goods and local art, each item telling its own unique story. Wooden carvings, embroidered textiles, and hand-woven shawls capture the essence of the Tatra culture, a fusion of nature, art, and history that runs deep in the region. As you wander through the stalls, you may find yourself drawn to the delicate wooden figures of mountain animals or intricate folk art reflecting the patterns found in the surrounding forests and mountains. These items are not just souvenirs. They are pieces of Zakopane's rich artistic heritage, lovingly crafted by local artisans who continue the traditions passed down through generations. You can even meet the artisans themselves, watching them work in their workshops, their hands expertly carving, weaving, or painting, creating beautiful works of art right before your eyes. After a full day of winter adventures, there's no better way to unwind than by soaking in the thermal spas Zakopane is famous for. The natural hot springs, warmed by the Earth's minerals, provide the perfect contrast to the crisp mountain air. As you step into the steaming water, the warmth immediately envelops you, soothing tired muscles and calming your mind. The snowflakes gently fall around you, adding to the feeling of being in a winter wonderland. The experience is incredibly relaxing, and the peaceful ambiance of the spas combined with the stunning backdrop of the Tatras makes for an unforgettable moment of tranquility. Whether you're soaking in the thermal pools at night with the stars overhead, or during the day with the mountains glowing in the sunlight, you'll find yourself completely rejuvenated, both physically and mentally. Zakopane offers a unique blend of adventure and relaxation. where you can spend your days on the slopes and your evenings immersed in culture, comfort, and natural beauty. The town is a place where every moment feels rich with history. Every meal feels like a celebration of tradition, and every experience is an invitation to connect with the land, the people, and the spirit of this special place. Whether you're exploring the town's iconic wooden architecture, indulging in delicious Polish cuisine, or simply soaking in the therapeutic waters of the spas, you'll leave Zakopane with a sense of peace, a deeper understanding of the region's heritage, and memories that will last a lifetime. No visit to Zakopane is complete without indulging in the delicious local cuisine. Imagine sitting in a cozy tavern after a day of adventure, savoring a plate of pierogi warm, comforting dumplings filled with rich, savory potatoes and cheese, or perhaps tasting a sweet kremałka, the perfect dessert to end the evening. And what better way to enjoy these dishes than with a mug of mulled wine or a rich, velvety cup of hot chocolate by the fire? Every bite and sip brings you closer to the heart of Zakopane, offering a taste of its warmth, history, and tradition that will linger long after you leave. As you take a bite of the pierogi, the warm, soft dough gives way to a savory filling that's rich with the taste of potatoes and cheese. The comforting warmth of the dish spreads through you, a perfect antidote to the crisp mountain air you've braved throughout the day. Each bite is like a hug from Zakopane itself, simple, hearty, and steeped in tradition. Whether filled with meat, mushrooms, or sweet fruit, the pierogi reflect the town's deep connection to its Polish heritage. It's more than just food, it's a taste of history, crafted with care by generations of locals who have passed down these recipes with love and pride. As the fire crackles nearby, you savor the meal and let the cozy atmosphere of the tavern settle around you. The mulled wine, with its spicy warmth and hints of cinnamon and cloves, complements the rich flavors of the pierogi perfectly. You take a sip, feeling the heat spread through you, and a sense of comfort washes over you. The wine's sweetness mixes with the subtle tang of the spices, creating a drink that's both soothing and inviting. It's the perfect companion to the traditional dishes of Zakopane, warming you from the inside out. For those with a sweet tooth, Zakopane offers kremałka, the famous Polish cream-filled pastry. As you take your first bite, the crisp, flaky puff pastry gives way to a silky, velvety cream that is both indulgent and light. The dessert is a perfect blend of textures, with the sweetness of the cream balanced by the lightness of the pastry. Zakopane's kremałka is beloved not only for its delicate flavor but also for its connection to the town's culinary history. It's a dessert that tells the story of Zakopane's mountain culture, simple yet refined, and incredibly satisfying after a fulfilling meal. And what better way to end your evening than with a rich cup of hot chocolate? The thick, creamy beverage is made from dark chocolate, creating a decadent, velvety experience that lingers on your tongue. It's the kind of hot chocolate that feels like a treat for the soul, a drink that's indulgent yet comforting. The creamy texture and intense chocolate flavor wrap you in warmth, making it the perfect drink to sip slowly as you unwind in front of the fire. As you sit back in your chair, you feel deeply connected to the heart of Zakopane. The flavors of its cuisine, from the savory pierogi to the sweet kremałka and rich hot chocolate, reflect the hospitality, warmth, and tradition of the town. Each bite tells a story of the land, the people, and the culture that makes Zakopane so special. These meals aren't just about nourishment, they are about experiencing the essence of the town and about sharing in its heritage and spirit. As you finish your meal, the satisfaction of both the food and the experience stays with you, a memory you'll carry long after you've left Zakopane. The warmth of the tavern, the comforting flavors of the local dishes, and the sense of community that fills the air create an experience that is as unforgettable as the town itself. In Zakopane, food is not just about eating, it's about connecting to the soul of the place, savoring the traditions that have been passed down through generations, and embracing the simple joys of life in this mountain paradise. Zakopane is more than just a place to visit. It's a complete winter experience, a place where you can combine thrilling adventure, cultural exploration, and ultimate relaxation. Whether you're racing down the slopes, exploring the quaint streets filled with folk art and local markets, or unwinding in the peaceful thermal springs, Zakopane promises a truly unforgettable adventure. Don't just dream about it, plan your getaway and let Zakopane offer you the perfect winter escape, where every moment is filled with magic, warmth, and joy. Come to Zakopane, where the spirit of adventure, culture, and relaxation come together to create your unforgettable winter experience. Your next great adventure awaits. Zakopane invites you to step into a world where nature and tradition blend seamlessly, creating an experience that's as exhilarating as it is calming. Whether you're looking to immerse yourself in the thrills of winter sports, explore the local culture, or simply rejuvenate in the peaceful embrace of the mountains, this town offers it all. The snow-covered landscapes, the crisp mountain air, and the rich Polish traditions create the perfect backdrop for an adventure you'll never forget. Start your days on the slopes, carving through the snow on skis or a snowboard, feeling the rush of adrenaline as you glide down the Kasprawi Wierch, or explore the peaceful Gubałówka. Afterward, stroll through the town's cobblestone streets, where you can immerse yourself in Zakopane's artistic heritage by browsing through local markets, admiring handcrafted wooden sculptures, and picking up beautiful folk art that reflects the spirit of this mountain town. Zakopane is a place where every corner offers something new to discover, from its traditional wooden architecture to its lively taverns and festivals that celebrate Polish culture. But the adventure doesn't stop there. After a full day of exploring and embracing the winter sports, unwind in the thermal springs, letting the warm, mineral-rich waters soothe your muscles and mind. The contrast of the cold mountain air and the warmth of the springs creates an experience of pure relaxation, allowing you to reflect on the day's excitement in complete tranquility. The gentle steam rising from the pools, paired with the breathtaking views of the snowy Tatras, ensures that every moment spent in Zakopane feels like a retreat into nature's embrace. As the evening sets in, enjoy delicious Polish cuisine that brings warmth and comfort to your soul. From hearty pierogi to rich, velvety kremoka and steaming mugs of mulled wine or hot chocolate, every meal in Zakopane is a celebration of tradition, warmth, and flavor. Each dish connects you further to the culture of the Tatra region, offering a taste of the mountain's heart, and every bite feels like the perfect reward for your day of adventure. With each passing moment, you'll discover that Zakopane is not just a winter destination. It's an experience that engages your senses, nourishes your spirit, and fills your heart with warmth. The town offers you the chance to live the winter of your dreams, full of adventure, culture, and relaxation, all wrapped in the stunning beauty of the Tatras. So don't wait any longer. Plan your winter getaway to Zakopane today and create memories that will last a lifetime. From the adrenaline of the slopes to the tranquility of the springs and the vibrant culture in between, Zakopane is waiting to offer you the perfect winter escape. Your unforgettable winter adventure in Zakopane awaits. With each passing moment, you'll discover that Zakopane is not just a winter destination. It's an experience that engages your senses, nourishes your spirit, and fills your heart with warmth. The town offers you the chance to live the winter of your dreams, full of adventure, culture, and relaxation, all wrapped in the stunning beauty of the Tatras. So don't wait any longer. Plan your winter getaway to Zakopane today and create memories that will last a lifetime. From the adrenaline of the slopes to the tranquility of the springs and the vibrant culture in between, Zakopane is waiting to offer you the perfect winter escape. Your unforgettable winter adventure in Zakopane awaits. And now, as the night falls and the warmth of Zakopane fills your heart, may you find peace and rest. Good night, and let the magic of this mountain paradise carry you into a night of sweet dreams.